So what happened last time? Like that's like now a forbidden video that nobody ever gets to see. Like the because yeah, we had some issues with one of our players. Nothing wrong with him, but yeah, there's different playstyles that didn't connect right. Looking at the pictures, people can probably guess who left, but I would say it's the player who played Magus. And I'm feeling like a shitty ass face that I don't remember his real name.
Wow. It's Gary.
No, it's not Gary.
It's not Gary.
Yeah, Gary sounds like a real tool. Fuck Gary.
God damn it, stop.
Guys, please help me remember. What's his name?
Yeah, it was Gary. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop.
He knows who I mean. Max. Thank you,
There you go.
Like, you guys didn't remember as well, bro.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I remember.
Yeah, it was Gary.
Stop.
So yeah, Gary's having some
Stop, you bot.
microphone issues because he stepped on it. Like we haven't played for 2 weeks because last week you had like a storm chip. You were like in a hurricane or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a hurricane. It was just another heavy storm. And with a hurricane on the horizon, even though we're very far north, it's probably still going to hit us in some way, shape, or form.
When it's going to hit you, like this in an hour?
It'll just be like, no.
Speaking of, I'm actually in the firing zone for that. I hope I'm gonna be okay.
You should check, like right now.
Yeah, I should be fine. It looks okay outside right now, but I mean, probably should check.
Like this
Anyway.
is like yesterday was the first summer day we had, like this whole month. The official first summer day for this month. But yeah. So what happened last time? Like the session the video that's online. Let's talk about that. Like there was only between Magus and Jeff. I'm Gary. What's happening, Gary? Aliens.
Gary's being taken to the Twilight Zone.
Okay, but yeah, there's some super dogs, and you guys decided to place them in Night Stalker's room. If I remember. Oh wait, it's not Night Stalker. Shadowhawk currently.
Yeah.
Because he changed his name. So you put them in Shadowhawk's room. There's like different powers. Let me quickly go through them. Because yeah, Entropy heard like last session that wasn't recorded, so he knows by now. So there are Tiberian Masters. These are the giant dogs. I don't know the exact breed. So there were 6 of them. There's a father who can change into metal, a mother who faces through walls. There were 3 male puppies, one who can talk and read minds, who actually did get it off real good with Entropy, if I remember correctly.
I liked him.
You like. And then there's one who can control air, one who has just camouflage, so he can turn like it changes colors that you can't see him. And then there's the girl puppy who has super speed. And you just put them in the room of of Shadowhawk. Without any notice, they're running around in there.
Yep, and I built them a house. And
yeah, you're starting the process to build them a house. That's.
Yep, just excavating everything of his and just.
Well, you need to make space for his sign, right? Like the Neo sign, what was it again?
Yeah, the giant neon sign that says "definitely not a base here," covered in lights, and I'm renovating his entire house. He should be happy.
Yeah. Just for a new player.
I'm gonna turn into an open bar and hotel.
Just so that our new players aware what's like where the base is. The base is in New Berlin. It's the year 2040. It's a old warehouse, but there's a bunker beneath the old warehouse where most of the characters are being stayed. They stay in an underground warehouse, underground bunker. But Knight's Shadowhawk, who's played by Gary, he has his own secret like metro line tunnel cave underneath there, because he's like he needs his own. He's not the bad person. He's like the worst thing happened to him. Like he's like, okay, I'm a hero, but there was a guy with a bomb and I had to shoot. that's exactly kind of what happened. So but he gets his own secret base he gets his own secret base inside the secret base.
Nice.
And
But
it's
yeah,
gonna
everybody now
I mean,
knows about
it's
his
not
base.
secret. It's just sort of no one else is allowed really in there that often. But
Yeah.
I mean, not
everybody
anymore.
knows about it.
It's going to become an open bar and hotel, and Entropy's going to run it.
That's like the thing
No,
with Gary's character.
there is clearly just a door with a sign saying Shadowhawk's room, no parents allowed.
Yes.
And that's like the thing with his character. He's like on a secret, but if you ask him, he just tells you everything about his backstory and his real name. I think everybody knows everything by now except for his real identity, but some people already know. And he's gonna tell it like in a week. That was his plan. Like he even changed like secret identities in 1 month, and then he's gonna say it's whole story. We're gonna get there.
It's very confusing.
So yeah,
I mean,
what happened to Magus? Magus, he found a book last session. He was ordering his room when the dog came in, and he found a book that he couldn't remember. He haven't seen in a long while. He was looking through it, and he found something special, something very specific. That a smile came on his face. We didn't see what he saw. We saw maybe some symbols, but, you know, him with a smile on his face probably means something bad. Like while you guys were handling the puppies and stuff,
Magus.
Yes.
Magus smiling? That doesn't exist. I'm sorry. This isn't canon. Magus doesn't smile ever.
He looks less angry. That's
Less angry? Okay, that's acceptable.
Then the whole ordeal with him trying to kill or like steal the powers of the dogs, which he wasn't allowed. They gave him like a contract, like they say, the uppers of the super parole, like the management told him, yeah, we're gonna arrange you to get powers from other experimental animals, but not these. And he was like, okay, for the moment. Entropy was having breakfast with the diplomat and his son, which was all chocolate breakfast. Chocolate cornflakes.
Not all. My character may have been eating chocolate, but there were some normal stuff.
Was it like
which
steak?
My character was dipping into chocolate.
Was it like chocolate steak for breakfast? Like the son wouldn't have it. Like the diplomat was like super okay with it. And again, that brings you to your guys' current mission. You're protecting this diplomat. I'm just gonna grab his name real quick. Adelhart Idawu. I'm just gonna put it in roll 20 again because his name is the worst to
It's hard to remember.
So the father's name, the diplomat, is named Adelhart Idawu. His son's name is Futsendo Idawu. They're from. Well, they're not from the fictional land, but it's not real land in real world, but in their world it is. They're from a place called Damien, which is a small city in Africa where they try to teach people magic. And not only people who have like talents for magic or like have it in their blood, but also like normal people. See it as like some kind of like a monk city where they like learn and teach people magic, which Magus is like super against. You guys like learn this guy a bit, like he's from Africa. He's like tall guy, bald. But he's a diplomat, so he's nicely dressed. But with you guys, he likes to like chill around a bit. Like he's a little bit more secretive, so he's not in the public as most. His son, currently he wants his son to be more free, to have more of a life, to be more happy. His son's like this geek who keeps studying and hates doing fun stuff apparently. Yeah, and last time you guys went to a concert with your bodyguards, which went okay. There were no issues. A small like beginner wizard showed up in his limo, but it was actually Entropy's limo, which because Entropy was disguised as the guy. Oh man, this is getting so complicated. I'm gonna
Yeah,
right there.
it literally just becomes more and more complicated. The part
Yeah, let's stop it there. So you guys, he is like one event he has to go to. It's like a gala, like where you get charity money. Keep forgetting where charity. No, so charity gala. Let's just say, like a lot of famous people are gonna show up. A lot of people called off because of the terrorist attack that happened on this guy, like in the first uh, thing in the mission. But other guys like, okay, we're gonna come. We're against terrorism. So like it's approximately like the same amount of persons still coming, but they changed like the venue. They were like, okay, we gotta keep it more secret. We don't want to crap to show up, and they just gave you guys some information, like go to this place near the Alps, which, like I said, I think it was like a 4-hour drive, 1 hour by flying, kind of situation. And your guys were making up a plan to go there. Entropy, this time you didn't have to disguise, like for who you are. Like you can just go in. Weapons are not allowed, and most Wi-Fi connections are going to be shut down. So that's why W.I.P wasn't going to show up. Well, he was going to stay outside, like drones outside. You were gonna be on patrol.
Be outside. Yeah.
The idea was that Magus was going to go inside, and because Gary's character Shadowhawk, who wasn't there last time, we had decided he was also going to have a look outside, stay guard, since he's having so much issues right now. I think we're going to still put him outside. Because he's having so much weapons.
He's like a dog that gets set out in the rain.
So,
to be fair, he's a Space Wolf player, so
yeah. So that was
only
like
fitting.
your guys' basic idea for your plan for this part of the mission. You are taking one of the bodyguards you hired. You hired like 8 bodyguards. You made like a background check. I think it was W.I.P, who had like a very high roll. Wait, I can go up to see what his roll was. I think it was a 36 you had. Like that was a very great roll. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't a great roll. It just got a high bonus.
It's just 18. So
Ah, 18. Well, that was pretty high. Like
no, 18
dice
is
skill.
my base. So
Oh, 18 is your base. Well, you rolled an 18, so as well.
Yeah.
So you got some information on your bodyguards. Like most of them were trustworthy. Like there was some not so information. One guy was arrested at the concert for doing too much drugs and getting into a fight. Everybody knows who that guy was because he was the one who stayed behind. And your idea was to only take one guard, which was the one with the mechanical part, like the cyborg guy, who had the mechanical enhancements. You're taking him with you. Like that was going to be the next day. So in the evening, Magus, he goes through the hallways and enters the room of the diplomat, and he's starting to cast this spell on the guy, like in his sleep. The guy wakes up, and he's like, diplomat's like, I thought you were going to do something like that. Sorry, Magus, this has to be done. And he casts a spell because he also knows magic. And we see just Magus just disappear. Like all the alarms go off in the base, so everybody kind of got waked up. Like for you, you guys didn't really sleep W.I.P and Entropy, but you know, maybe you were were focused on like playing games or something. You were doing something else. Well, he was like.
Sounds about right.
Like all the alarms just start blaring. So you were playing the game and suddenly, like even the games like automatically all pause. It's something W.I.P installed. Like the games pause when there's like a mission or an alarm.
Oh no, he's heavily cheating, most likely.
to be fair, we both are cheating.
I never cheat. I'm just that good.
It just changes the rules of the game. It's not cheating. It's in the game. You program. Guys.
Hey, the codes are there for everyone to use. It's just the fact that he actually knows what they are. And actively changes them every time you figure out.
So yeah, what do you guys do? Like the alarms go blaring. Like most of the people are asleep. Like W.I.P, you get like a map of the base to see where it is happening. You see it's in the diplomat's room. You get the camera but you just see the guy like sitting up in his bed.
So, one more time? What do I see?
You see the diplomat's room. You know the alarm started there. And you
Uh-huh.
just see him sitting up in his room. Like, you don't see Magus. Like, he's already gone. At the point where you focus your view.
Hmm.
Apparently he's going to go relocate. But
That's okay.
so we're both there, yes?
Yeah,
I just give a minor thing to you saying, perhaps you should check this out, although it's probably nothing that big. I mean, you could just sleep on the job. It'll be fine. I definitely will beat you if you leave this match. It'll count as my 1 win to 100,000 losses.
Fine.
Can we
Go
get
and
Gary?
see what's happening.
Gary, can you talk?
Hello, Gary.
Crazy.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we can. I hope so. I can hear you, but mostly we heard it first. Try something else. Try another sentence just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to relocate to the room that the actual modem is in.
I mean, hey, it worked.
It's working. Maybe get a
Okay,
Wi-Fi
cool.
extender.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I've got to grab a couple more things downstairs.
Hey, boss.
Okay.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the diplomat's room and find out what the heck's happening. Because,
So yeah,
I mean, I have to do my job, even if I might lose the game. I have to do my job, I guess.
well, you can make a second run if you.
But that's effort, and it's too late in the day to do shit like that. I mean,
So yeah, you run to his room. You like. There are like sliding doors. Like there's buttons to open them. Do you open them? Do you knock?
oh yeah, that's right. I'll be like, hello, hello, anybody in there? Hello.
And like the door goes open, he probably pressed the button, and you see him like putting on some clothes. He put on like a shirt, a white shirt, and he's putting on his pants. Like, Entropy, it's good that you're here. You probably ask him why the alarms went off, correct?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. It's kind of causing me to lose a match that was kind of important. We had bet a pizza on if he could win a game or not. He can't even eat pizza. I don't know why he wanted a pizza. Anyway, what's up, boss?
I did point at the Go ahead. Sorry.
May I chime in?
Yeah, sure.
This isn't one of those false alarms that I alarm everyone just to, see if everyone's awake and get them their exercise and whatnot. Also, that pizza's for scientific reasoning, as I want to see what happens when I put it inside of a toaster. Anyway, regardless.
So at this point, also like Miss Bouchon chimes in. Yes, I also want to know what woken me up in this middle of the night. I don't like to be disturbed, even if it's by someone like you. I'm sorry. No, not in a racist way. She means like a diplomat or a non-criminal like you guys. So he's like, yes, well, and he like grabs something from the floor, which is like this small book we saw in the room of Magus earlier. I put this in Magus's room. And he like opens the book. You can see, I'm doing this Pashas for. Sorry. You can see here. I put some fake spells in here, which look overly powerful. And he was trying to kill me. Since I put the spells there, they didn't work, and I banished him to another universe.
You can do that? Jesus, we need to be more careful.
I can do this like once every. It takes a lot out of me. Like once every 4 years. It really needs to. He like grabs like an item. It's like this really small item, but it's like super. You can feel it like Entropy as a magical being, like how much power comes off here, and it's now fully on. Imagine this being charged. It takes a few years, but it's a universe without magic, so I don't think we'll be seeing him again. I'm sorry.
I'll pay you $3 for that.
he's like.
No. There's a small pause. No. And this continues.
$3 and a pizza.
I'm sorry, W.I.P, but it's very powerful, and
I need to use it to destroy Tumblr. It's the only way.
Well, he's like, well, when you're bringing it like that. No.
When you mentioned that,
I mean, shit.
Tumblr, the greatest force in the universe.
Excuse me? No.
Okay, so
The answer's me, obviously.
he's like,
I don't know.
I'm sorry it had to be the way. I really meant to make sure he was not being up to no good. I just couldn't trust him, and this just confirms what I was wondering. I think this is the best thing that could have happened to him. If he would done a crime while inside of your custody, that you probably will be one of the Gaius Guardians would have come and just killed him because he wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, it's sort of a bad whole situation, ain't it?
Yes. I'm real bad that this has happened because I heard this is not the first one you lost in the time the project has started. Again, I'm real sorry, but I had to protect not only me, my son, but most of my people, because he was strongly against us. But I think he was strongly against all humankind. And he just didn't belong. He was a danger for everyone, and we gave him a chance. I'm good. At least it's good to see that you, Entropy, and W.I.P are doing great, especially also for Ivory. And I didn't even see like trouble with well, what's his name, Shadowhawk. When I heard him joining, he was Night Stalker, but he wasn't a bad guy. He just got in the way. Shit. I hope that we can help others, but we're probably gonna lose some along the way. Miss Bisham. Yes, I'm going to bed now. I heard this is like the 5th guy we lost, and it's I know this story by heart. Good night. Yes, good night.
Right. Great.
So maybe this is a moment to go to our new guy's character, Fairy, like your nameless slime character.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about you not being alien but being made in a lab. In our first mission this team had, they actually came across a purple green slime soldier, which actually was like a father of a child. Is it again a long story? We're not going on it. Very complicated.
Basically, the slime thought it was the father of a child that had like a bad disease or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but and like the slime kidnapped the child, and we had this whole thing of trying to find it. Basically,
well, you actually released the slime accidentally on another mission, and the slime then found the child. Like again, like.
Yes, I would like to state that was. I would like to state that was a mission in which I was not involved in, so it was not my fault this time.
We'll still blame you.
For Jib, it's the.
I was the only one that still exists.
Like, where's Gary? You have no idea. So that's the day for you in game. So
Right.
you're made in the lab, which is called Explore Novations. The original company you guys seen the slime in was named. I think it was Sun. Something with Sun Hospital. Got it here somewhere. I did had it somewhere, but for some reason I can't find it.
Sun something.
Sun something, yeah. Sun Technologies or something, or Sun Innovations. But you're in Explore Novations.
Yep.
Like how that's the thing, like when were you created? Because this happened like I think like 3 months ago. Like
Yeah, I'm older than that. My guy's had a bit of a time to learn of what he can do, but he's not that old, so he's probably about 5 to 6 months old.
okay, so yeah, you've been brought into this company was working so on this stuff, like you were their first experiment, and then they found this other guy, and they were like, yeah, we want to try to use this on our experiment because were you like Are they
So-
like happy with you? You're like a prototype. Is it like, oh, you're a failed experiment, or did you like did they succeed? What are the doctors saying to you, like the lab?
I'm failed, and they didn't. They tried to get something. Like they tried to get something that the power's a bit more better. Like it can do a bit more. It can duplicate itself. Yada yada.
Mhm.
But in some ways, I'm a bit more interested in the fact that they didn't expect something that could reply back for their prototype. They didn't expect something that could actually think. I mean, it's not the very smartest thing around, but
Give it time.
They more hope to create like animal like, so that they like a dog more.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
They
they
could
started.
they
better
could
train
train
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, currently they're sitting like there's one of the lab persons sitting. We're not saying when this was, but we see you in a lab, like your lab room. We've seen these rooms before. It's like totally closed off except for a door, completely white, no windows. You're just in some kind of like experimenting room. People are probably like observing you from cameras which you don't see. And there's this lab person sitting next to you. So experiment T14. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Can I go outside now? I've heard of this thing called the sun, and I'd really like to see it.
You don't want to see that. It's terrible.
You're not there, Whip. Shut up.
Well, Jim is actually almost everywhere, but he didn't found this room.
Whip
yet.
is everywhere.
Whip is not everywhere. Fuck off.
T14. Well, as soon as we're done, as soon as you're done, like, you're not old enough. Like, you try to eat some of our other experiments, and some of our doctors as well. Like, we were still even trying to find out your diet, like what your this and this. Like, currently, what's your favorite food?
I really like those M&Ms you gave me, and the packet, and that book, and that blanket, and those clothes, and that carrot, and those Brussels sprouts. And he just goes on and on of literally everything he's eaten. And he eats everything he's given.
Eventually.
She's like,
Yeah.
Humans
Just
like us prefer food, call our favorite, but taste is great. Taste is a feeling, like a sense we have on our tongue. And she like what's with one of the five senses, you have seeing, hearing, smelling, feeling, and taste. We are aware that you have like seeing. And she like looks at you. There's no eyes, and like she moves her hand. Does your slime face follow? Like,
Nope. Nope.
She's like, and you have hearing, and she does like this. See if there's any reaction on your. Like,
Small reaction to that, but just like a little vibration in the slime.
we know that you touch things, like you can feel, and like she maybe grabbed something along which made of food, like I don't know, like a carrot, like it's just carrot, and like pokes you with the carrot.
Yeah, his slime just encompasses the carrot bit of her hand and just pulls it out.
But we're not aware if you can smell or taste. Like, does everything you have, everything you absorb, does it feel different? Can you describe it?
Carrot feels like a carrot. Feels orange. Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. Orange is a color.
Does see color?
I don't know.
Yeah, writes down. Can you
Yeah.
see color? Excellent. Progress. Yes.
We got somewhere. Finally.
It might not be much, but it's a little bit. It'll work.
Then she goes like, there's like, she wants to like break into this. Like, can you name other things that are orange?
I cannot think of. There was something. That weird. That other doctor. Something name. The one that intern said had no soul. Jacobs. Dr. Jacobs.
Dr. Jacobs, yes. You think he's
Wait,
orange?
the one that said I don't have a soul. Oh yeah, Dr. Jacobs. Great.
She's like, and what's this? And she shows you like her red pen. Which color is this?
Red or blue? I think it's red.
Yes, this is red. Like, did they show you like children shows? Are you allowed to watch some like children TV shows that you know colors?
Yeah, and a lot of the ones that emphasize doing what your parents say and all that. Like no Dora the Explorer, where it gets to travel the world.
Dora the Explorer is strictly not allowed.
I really like his thought of what the sun is being. It's like this animated thing with a smiley face on it. He expects the sun.
Yeah, they custom animated a bunch of fucking like shows for you to watch. Now remember, listen to your parents and anyone who says that they're a doctor.
I kind of like that they made like custom animation for these experiments.
Remember, this outside is bad. You do not want to go outside.
The sun will kill you in 15 minutes.
Remember,
if you ever go
kids,
outside, please make sure to run back inside.
She goes ahead. She's like, T14. You'll wear the colors. That's great. But back to the food. We would like you. We are gonna stop feeding you and see what happens. We're gonna check if you do need. If you feel anything weird, like pain or how do I describe this to you? She's like thinking, just something else than normal. Please let us know, and we will feed you. We need. You just need to stop eating humans. Like even if they're dead.
But you said meat is food. Humans are meat. Well, dead meat.
Yes,
meat is food.
please become a vegetarian. That we were saying. Like, watch this show, and she like pushes a button, your TV goes on, and it's like a vegetarian animation specially made for you.
Now remember, kids, humans aren't meat. They're a special kind of meat that people are not allowed to eat.
Fish are friends, not food.
Oh, please let me have that in there.
I find that hilarious if it really was just like, fish. Fish is the greatest meat. Only you should never eat any other kind of meat other than fish.
Yeah.
And there's like songs and stuff, and like some of them are like slimes. There's like with the slimes they learn the lessons and some bad slime.
Right.
And every 5 minutes
yeah.
it's punctuated by him. Can I eat now?
And it's really like it's like especially like made for you. It's like where instead of like where's the ball, it's like where's the ball T14? Point to the ball T14. It's like really like you sometimes like hear the doctor's voices in there. It's like real bad like lip syncing and stuff. And you can really see the influence of like original shows that exist, and like, oh, we're just gonna copy it. He doesn't know. Nobody's gonna. Yeah, that's.
They just get a letter in the mail. No, this is a warning about copyright, guys. Jeez.
Badly dubbed Looney Tunes.
Yeah, badly. It's the fucking same animation and everything, but it's dubbed over with whatever they think they should say.
Yeah, you
wow,
get like
really
almost,
sounds like Dr. Jacobs.
You get like the whole almost all scenes like Sylvester trying to eat Tweety, but when he's got him in his hands, it's like suddenly it goes like different animation. No, I shouldn't eat the bird because it's a living creature. We don't. It's like completely different animation, and then it goes back to the show when the part from he trying to eat him is back. I like the parts when he's trying to like hit him with a hammer, and like all like dangerous stuff is like clipped out, so we just get little sparks of the real animation.
They got rid of all the stuff where someone runs into a painting because there's a full week where Slime just ran into the wall trying to see if anything would happen.
And I'll think we'll skip from there. Like like maybe you even go like sit on the ground in like a children sitting way, watching the TV.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh,
We
you might be able to hear Gary.
We can hear his commercials.
Gary, can we hear you, buddy?
Test.
Hey, we can hear you, sort of. We can also hear your TV, but hey, we can hear you, buddy.
Whenever you want. We're sponsored now by STV. Gary, can you say something?
It's keratin color with keratin camera.
Do you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we still hear you.
Your TVs have very much heard, though.
And now experience new.
Yeah,
How about now?
we can still hear you. And not the TV. Oh, less. No, I don't really hear the TV. So it's great. Great.
I mean, I can hear the TV very clearly.
Gary, you have a mute button, so every time you talk, just unmute yourself. I think that's the way to work. Okay, so we go back to you guys, like, everybody went back to bed, essentially. Well, you guys probably went back to gaming, so Entropy comes back in the room and sees that Chip probably did something with the scores, because it's now like 1 billion to 7.
How dare you?
And you had 9 points before you left.
Yeah, like I look up to him like, how dare you? I shall beat you eventually.
One day, Gadget. One day.
So yeah, how are you guys feeling? Like this is another guy that is left from your group.
I don't have emotions.
My character seems a bit sad and it's like, what is this, like the 17th? I've lost count. Mind you, I can only count to 3, so I don't really know anything higher than that. What's after 3?
I pull out a diagram. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, pay me $5.
I mean, if it's on the chart, I guess it's right. I just pull out $5 and put it on the table.
You learned 5 as well. Okay, great system.
See, you're learning. 6, 7, give me $80.
Okay, now you're trying to take it back.
No, I kind of like that. He's like, okay, the next time, and he's just putting down like a lot of money because he doesn't know what 80 is.
9, 10, give me $20. Give me $20.
Oh, stop. Bad.
And then we see like the digital like realm, and we see your avatar like floating in the room. You're like grabbing at the money, but you can't pick it up.
No, my God.
So yeah, I'm thinking like who else is in the building at this moment? Like maybe Shadowhawk's like on patrol, and that's why he didn't show up.
14, 15. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Oh,
yeah, so you guys, you can maybe go back to playing, and Entropy's not totally into it. Whip just crushing his ass. Whip doesn't care. I like the little boy walks in, and he's like, he just like slowly walk in, and he's like, Entropy?
Oh, what's up, buddy?
What happened to Magus?
Well... Whip, help me out here.
You have a feeling that this is going to go terribly wrong.
Wait, no,
I feel like you're going to have a bad time.
Like he studies his father for like a long time. Don't you get that?
Anyway. Wait, no, I have an idea. May just went on vacation forever to another dimension. Did I do a good job?
That sounds like Magus. It's like a blood realm.
To be fair, honestly, I'm not sure what kind of realm it is. But hey, I'm sure he's having fun or screaming bloody mercy at us.
Does this happen to all bad guys?
Ones that are dangerous with magic, probably, yeah. Me personally, if I were to ever go out of control, they'd probably No. Use a certain weapon on me to turn me into nothing more than dust, and then a lot of bad stuff.
I would turn you into a floppy disk.
Bah! You couldn't do that to me, could you? Can I become a floppy disk? Sounds
Yes.
What's a floppy disk?
It's a disk that's floppy.
even better. I didn't know what it was.
I do a little hologram in the room, and I make a disc, and it's floppy. Just.
Am I going to be sent to this dimension if I do something bad? If I'm an evil person?
I doubt it, honestly, but really shouldn't be an evil person. It can lead to problems, such as, like, you know, other super people trying to hurt you and stuff like that. And fuck, I just dropped everything. I'm so
the list of actions that will get you kidnapped, that will get you stolen, sent away to another dimension.
Breathing.
Not giving W.I.P money every week.
Anyway,
1, 2, give me $20.
Great. Dropping all your shit. Yep, I dropped a lot of shit. I'm sorry.
Going into the administrative office and figuring out every product she uses so that I can slightly mark up mark them slightly higher.
The kid goes, "Why are you dropping everything, Entropy?" No, just kidding.
My character just like pans over to my character. My character's literally like there's like dumping money on the ground. There's a bottle of water. There's fucking like a weird microphone. You don't know where the microphone came from, but
Probably
We don't talk about the microphone.
Probably from Shadowhawk or what's his name?
Oh yeah, it's like a tiny microphone like used for surveillance.
Maybe it's Brasford who had dropped stuff.
No, it's
Yeah.
my microphone. I just have it there for reasons.
Sorry. But yeah, what I understand again, he just went to a an interesting place. Personally, though, I'd suggest don't do anything bad. Nothing bad will happen. Sounds good to me, right? Right.
What keeps you from going evil, Entropy? You have like this amazing power, like a lot of it. You're so powerful. What keeps you from going evil?
Cocaine.
Cocaine is for winners.
You should see his closet. He has a petition in there.
You're quite done.
I'm sorry.
Calm down, buddy. Anyway, I don't even know what was said.
He asked you what keeps you from going evil with all your powers.
He asked you have amazing powers. What keeps you from going evil? You're able to do anything and
The
everything.
LSD popsicles I get them. Great. Fucking great. Alright. But, in the actuality, my character's gonna be like, oh. My character will actually legitimately just shrug. Oh.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's like,
I guess it's just not my personality to be mean to people. Well, as far as I know, I don't know. I kind of don't remember a lot of stuff from the past, so I don't think I was ever evil. Whip, do you think I was ever evil?
you have some memories that, like, you know you were ever evil. Like, they explain to you that's why you were here, because your former self.
When you ask if you were ever evil,
So are you lying to him?
You just pull up a picture of like like an artist's rendition of Pompeii. Oh yeah.
no, you just see the hologram of me standing there. I give a thumbs up with this the blankest of blank faces.
Well, okay.
Truth of the matter is, sometimes I was evil, sometimes I wasn't. I try not to be now, though. And I try to do better and make up for anything. Can't really remember half of it, but hey.
There's that time on record where you turned a boy into a chili.
That
it's a jalapeno.
Costume. Totally doesn't count. And besides, he kept asking me to.
Well, if
Look.
my father keeps teaching me magic, I'm afraid I may turn out evil. That's the power, it's strong, and I kind of feeling he's not using enough.
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
He's like, yeah,
Copyright?
10, 13, what are they up to right now? They're probably up to like 13 or something at this point.
With
No,
how long it takes them,
Goku
probably 10.
Makes the spirit bomb, and Darth Vader comes out of nowhere and kills. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just like that.
That,
If you're okay with force choking people, then it's okay.
Whip, shut up before I turn you into nothingness.
well, that's probably actually Whip saying that stuff to the boy.
I know, that's why my character says, Whip, shut up before I turn you off.
Okay,
But in all actuality, it's dependent on the human mind and how they perceive moralities and such. Some people just straight up don't have moralities. They're incapable of feeling such emotions. Therefore, what most of the public view as evil, to them, they don't realize they're doing anything wrong. If you can perceive of what is good and evil, then it's all down to you what you need to do.
like, the kid is like really impressed of what Whip is telling right now. He's
My
like,
character looks a little aghast, like, wow, that was actually halfway intelligent.
he like looks like around the room like surprised as fuck.
Yeah, my character's like, wow, really?
I may be
He's
a
like-
meme machine, but I'm still a machine.
He's like,
True.
wow, that's a good way to explain it, Whip. I would need
Jeez.
time to think about this. Good night, and I hope that you're not dead tomorrow. Like
It is
Magus.
exactly midnight and 1. Therefore, it is technically morning. So, therefore, good morning. I have corrected your sentence for you.
Did
You may
somebody-
pay me
Yeah,
$20.
Is Whip
Hey,
in a
Whip, I'm
different kind of
gaining on
mode?
you.
Like, well, never mind. I'm going back to bed.
Whip, I'm gaining on you.
Fuck.
So the boy is walking back to his room, and at this point, I think Shadowhawk, you come like back from patrolling, like you see the boy out of his room like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, well, you said 1:12, so yeah, you defined the time. It's like 5:12, like in the evening. Do you say anything to Shadowhawk?
Gary?
You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd look at him and say, is it a little bit late for you?
Yes, yeah. I really like to keep to my bedtimes, but my father just banished Magus to another dimension, so I was talking to Entropy and Whip about what it is to be evil, becoming evil, and well, Whip got some good insights when he's not making jokes. He kind of consoled me, and I'm feeling a bit better. Magus was an evil guy, but it was my father who did it. It kind of feels wrong, but I'm going back to bed.
Okay. I'd say with a yawn as I'd go to lay down.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking like, did we tell Shadowhawk at this point that there's dogs in his room?
No, we left it. It's going to be a surprise party when it's all finished. I've specifically made it so that he can't go home.
No, stop.
So you're going into your elevator for you're going to your room. You get out and you see.
It's on the wrong floor.
No, Jim, you're not allowed to fuck with the place entirely.
Alright.
So he did fuck up. He put down. So you go to your room and you see like 2 big Tiberian mastiffs like running around in your room and 4 little ones.
At that point, the whole entire facility would hear me just yelling out, "Whose dogs are these?"
There would be a little pipe up on the radio. Yours, of course.
Like, one of the puppies like walks up to you. Ah, you must be Shadowhawk. It's nice to meet you. Oh, about your question, yes. Well, we were ordered by W.I.P, but he didn't know we had superpowers, so they needed to place us somewhere safer. Like, especially for my mom, because she can go through walls. So she don't want to walk around free. Like, W.I.P's gonna make a room for us down here. You don't have a lot of. We'll give you a lot of privacy. Like, this is like one of the dogs talking.
Just going insane.
I have
Okay,
to like bite my finger to stop laughing.
Yeah, at this point, I just look and be like, that's cool. I'm exhausted. I'm just going to lay down and we can figure this out tomorrow.
I'm just
Sure,
gonna go lay down and
sure.
hope
I
to
will
God
keep
that
them in
everything
check
is normal.
as much as possible. I hope you don't have nightmares, because I can read minds, and that will be very disturbing to have in my head. Good night.
Yeah, unfortunately, all night that dog is going to be getting nothing but flashbacks of the
Vietnam.
original versus Alicia's death again and again
Of
and
what?
again.
Cruel to animals.
Well, I mean, that's literally what he dreams of, like, every night when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you. What were you dreaming of? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you correctly.
The death of the Alicia from Shadowhawk's original universe.
I'm gonna write it down. So yeah, you guys, you went to bed. You guys keep playing games. Slime Boy is somewhere in his lab. Well, he wouldn't be at this point, but he's okay. Let's go for that for a moment. Like, we see you again in some kind of smaller room. There's like two benches, but it's smaller, and it's like it's moving a bit, and maybe we hear like a car driving outside. And it's like we see a different doctor in like sitting here. It's like, today's your day, T14. You're going sort of outside. We have been asked to try you out, let's say.
But you see, the sun's bad. I mean, the cartoon said that.
Yeah, you're not gonna see the
What's
sun.
it?
No worries. The sun's bad. You're not gonna see the sun today. But yeah, you're gonna be like outside of the lab. You're gonna see other humans. You're on a mission. If you do good, you will get more freedom. How do you feel about that?
Will I get to eat?
Like, for me, just how did it went nuts eating? Like, how did that feel for you? Was it like a need for you to
He
eat?
doesn't. No, he doesn't care.
He didn't care. Like, eating
It does
just
not
his
affect
hobby.
him in any way.
It's like, okay, if you really see people like hurting other people, like I have to like explain this correct way so that he doesn't attack you guys. Okay, it's like the guy who says somebody will call you by your name. He will say what you can eat. He will say T14, you can eat this.
Okay.
Okay, T14. There's something we gotta do to you first, and you probably don't gonna like it that much. Could you please try to look like this picture? They show you like something on a picture, and they want you to take the shape. You've done this before, right? They show you like try it. The first started with like simple forms, but now they're more complicated. And they ask you, can you change into this?
Cool. Just so I know, what is it?
You're not gonna know yet.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So we kind of like
Changes into it.
see you morphing a bit, and we don't get like a complete, but we see the outside of the truck, and we see on there it's like the name of a catering service, and suddenly like some kind of steam smoke comes out of the car, and like there's this sound like shh, and we see the steam and coming off. That's like a quick scene for you, so we know where you're going to be. Like, well, I know. You guys will probably find out. So yeah, back to you guys. It's morning. You're getting ready for the mission. Like the bodyguard, he's gonna meet you like midway. Like he's not in the base of the guy you hired. Let's. Oh yeah, he was Agent 4, so let's call him that for the time being. Um, just for you, Gary, because you weren't there when we explained the mission. This is the gala he was meant to go to. There's been a change in plans and like where it's gonna be in the venue. All you guys know is that you gotta head more to the Alps, which is either a 4-hour drive or a 1-hour flight. Whip can go inside, but he has to be in one device because there's no Wi-Fi connections or Bluetooth and stuff at the moment. You can't connect while inside. So he decided to stay outside with drones. Entropy is going in as himself because he's allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he has his cell phone and he has cell phone reception, I'll be able to follow.
Yeah, which is going Agent 4. You did a background check. This is the bodyguard you hired with the metal parts, with the robot parts, with the enhanced mechanical stuff. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay outside of the venue, or do you want to go inside and mingle with the people?
Go in.
Sure. Yeah, you're completely allowed to do that. So yeah, so you guys know there's like no weapons allowed, like not visible. I think Entropy, Shadowhawk can probably hide some of his weapons. Maybe there's some of him that he can be allowed to take, seeing that he doesn't have a background that says okay, like they're probably not gonna take him a gun as long as he doesn't have a gun. He's probably fine, because that's in his background. He shot someone, which he shouldn't have. So he can take his other stuff with him. Like magic, again, there's like buffers for magic built in, because they know this guy's magic. There can be magical problems, issues. So there's magical buffers, but for Entropy, your magic is different from like the normal. You can't really like put something on the wall for you. Well, you can, but that's not common knowledge what you have to do to take down your magic.
Yeah,
how do you
I kind of would have to have contacted my brother or someone higher up than my brother to be able to deal with me.
Yeah. So you guys don't know exactly where you need to be. You don't exactly know who's coming. You're aware that 2 other heroes were coming from the Gaia's Guardians, who are more like sidekicks of like the main group. Yeah, I told you the names last time. I'm gonna tell you again. So the 2 people who are coming is named Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is the sidekick of a hero named Lady Justice. She actually is allowed to bring guns because that's like her specialty.
Mm-hmm.
And the other hero is like recently joined hero, and his name is White Stars. Yeah. So there's some other people you know who are gonna be there. You guys know that the DJ from the concert, the Succulent PIG, is gonna be there in his non-DJ form, so in his normal identity. But you're the guys are the only one who know that he's this DJ because you hacked into his device and you got a picture of him.
I should restate. Actually, we should restate. It was not me that hacked into his device.
Yes, he only knows from Shadowhawk that he did that. The mayor's gonna be there. Let me see who else you probably know. Yeah, you know there's gonna be an agent of MI6 and Interpol, but you don't have information on them. And oh yeah, Josh was coming. You know that Josh was invited, like personally, outside of this mission.
Weird.
So that I see a message from Gary. If you want to hide some of his stuff, Entropy.
Wait, hide like what kind of stuff from him?
Like his utility belt probably has some explosions, boomerangs. I don't know, all kind of stuff. Yes.
My character would agree and would just sort of like, I guess, basically just like, open his mouth and.
You're gonna get it back, and it looks different as shit.
Oh no, my character just open his mouth and just literally drop it in, like. There you go.
Okay, so
Don't worry, you'll get it back. I just don't have. I just can't eat anything before I give it to you. Otherwise, it might be covered in mashed potatoes.
So yeah, you see the father. He puts like some items on his son. For like they're both wearing nice suits, but they have some stuff in the pockets with like magical sigils on them, other kind of runes. He's like, better to be prepared. Our magic probably won't work. But you never know what's going to happen.
Safety first.
Like, did you just choose? Because you can go by air, you can go by car.
Anyway.
So Gary types,
We
please.
could go by helicopter, plane. We could go GTA style and bring in a broken car that we crashed all over the place.
Actually, which one would be faster, or not faster, safer? You think, guys? Driving, we'd take us longer, right?
GTA style.
Shut up, Jim. Driving, it would take longer, but flying would be faster, but possibly more dangerous because it's more high profile.
Like
you
it's
know,
the future, so some fly. Like it's not more suspicious to be flying, especially. But you like that again. That brings more like to the spot. If everybody goes flying through that thing, like it's gonna bring lots of attention more than like going by car. It's more attention based than. Yeah.
Actually, that would depend. I could always use Alicia, have her let it slip to her network that he's traveling via convoy. Send a whole bunch of limos to drive up, and then just fly him over there in what would look like a life flight chopper.
Yeah. So you want to set up use like your contacts essentially to set up a fake convoy, which would probably go in like a slightly different direction than go to the correct.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe they'd pull up to a villa 2 mountains over.
Yeah. That's a big distance. So yeah, like. Do you guys agree like taking a helicopter?
My character would be
say-
fine with it.
I would peep in, perhaps a VTOL. It's a mixture of it's able to land and take off vertically, along with the capabilities of flying like a plane.
Yeah,
like that
like
high speed would.
Most helicopters are like they probably bring a helicopter with those kind of possibilities. Because yeah, it's the future. If there's VTOLs, they're gonna use that shit. But it still got like the helicopter like look. But different. Probably the wings are more like on top as the VTOL stuff. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys arranged this to happen with the distraction also being in place. So yeah, the VTOL comes down. It's like it's like 8 persons can sit in it probably. Josh is going with you guys as well because getting his own ride. Why would he? Why would he bother? So he's this nice smoking, but still has like a cap on him, like a baseball cap, but like with something like geeky on it. I would say Rick and Morty because I'm really into Rick and Morty. Love the new season's out.
It's
Guys.
Like a really
it's Pickle
old
Rick.
and faded. Because of how long ago it was, it's like an old and faded Rick and Morty shirt or whatever.
Yep.
Just like, wow, that's an old classic.
They've just brought out season 4.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take them this long to make seasons. It's pretty.
It's been taking a while. I admit.
No, they went back.
I'm
to season
Pickle
4.
Rick. Yeah.
It was like, we're gonna do the whole season 4 again, guys. Yeah.
God damn it.
But this time I have a mustache. Oh, it's so
Great.
different.
Great.
Yep. So yeah, the VTOL was landing, and out comes a guy who is known by the group. And he's like, I saw where I needed to land, and I kinda hoped it wasn't you guys. It's Porn Stash.
It's fun stuff.
Please say that your elephant doesn't have to go into my feet.
Don't worry, I left him at home. He's hanging out with Jerry. I didn't think I'd need Jerry on this trip.
I don't know who Jerry is, and I don't care. So,
Okay.
Greetings there, mister. You may recall me from the last time you've driven us home. Does he recognize the voice?
he's like, "Ah, man, please don't touch my music system this time. I'm begging you."
Give me $20 and I'll think about it.
He's like putting on the 20. He's like,
Anyway.
"Where do I have this?"
Somehow Whip would be lighting up. Just give it to this entity.
Sure.
On his phone, he'll get a text. It's originating from me, and everyone else is getting a text. It's happy opened that bottle night, where everyone opens that expensive bottle of wine that night. Before you ask, this is an actual thing.
No, thanks. I don't know.
I'm thinking,
Super expensive bottles.
Like, yeah, so it's just you, what was it? Entropy, Night Stalker, this father and his child, and you, Josh. Hey, Josh. It's like, okay, and Space Ghost, of course.
Space Ghost, coast from coast.
To help mentally scar, so Gary, yeah, you want to ask if you want to bring the Mind Reader pup, for what do you want to do with the Mind Reader pups? You just so I'm aware.
Just basically to keep the boy company, give him something to do during the flight.
Sure. Is that the only pup you want to take, or do you want to take one of the others as well?
I'm not sure what the others do yet, so...
Yeah, they haven't told you. That's true. So he's like, are we going to a party? He's a bit... I have to... he had like a small boy British voice before. Maybe I can get it back. So yeah. It's like, the puppy is coming with as well. It's like, oh no. So Portia goes, "You got a dog now." Like, I liked the Chihuahuas last time, but this is your done Entropy. This is again like summoning dogs are gonna wear, people gonna wear suits again, like jalapenos or stuff.
Look, they told me to be on my best behavior because it's supposed to be a big, like, fancy thing.
Yeah,
And
it's a big
besides,
fancy
not my
thing, and
dog.
you're wearing that. Like, come on, Entropy.
What, you don't like my clothes?
It's what you wear every day. You're like, you're on the news and stuff, and I always see you wearing this. You're wearing this to this event.
I'll chime in. I'm gonna chime in here. It's okay. I can take care of this. I'll take him out shopping somewhere.
When?
We're
leaving right now.
You misunderstand my powers, young one.
We're going. Everybody get in. I don't want to know his powers. Let's get in right now.
I'd ask if he could hold off for 1 minute, and I would bring a tux up for Entropy to change into.
Oh,
God damn it. Alright, you win this time.
All you might want to turn your heads away.
Boy, like, everybody does it. Like Boris is like, you have magic.
Okay, you can turn yourself back.
I'm going to start painting him like one of the French girls.
You don't have hands. You can't.
MS Paint.
I have MS Paint.
It doesn't affect me in real world, damn you. Or does it?
But like Porn Steps kept watching. Did he see anything or just poof?
Oh, it was literally me just like, putting the clothes in front of me and then pulling away, and it was my other clothes. Literally took me 3
Okay,
seconds.
everybody got on what he wants to have on. No, I don't care anymore. Let's go.
I don't exist. I can't change.
I wish you could change, Whip. I wish you could change.
I wish you could.
War never changes, and neither do I.
Either case. So I guess we're on the way.
War does change. Read a book once in a while. Read the Beatles.
Oh, fuck.
I can't read a book. I'm incapable. I don't have hands.
That's your fault. Anyway, let's keep going, please.
Yeah, I think Gary wants to chime in on something because I see he's.
Oh, I see. War doesn't change, just the weapons.
Yeah, exactly. War kind of changes, like. Okay. Bio-war. Okay, so your guys are heading through like this place. Being in a VTOL, you get your curtains wall in the air, so that's great for you guys because guys can fly like directly to it. So your guys fly between two mountains, and there's this like small area where there's a spot going between these mountains. It goes through a tunnel, but you guys can fly over. And there's this small opening, and there's where you're gonna land. So, like between some mountains, there's this open area. Your guys landing. Your guys gonna slow down. Even if you feel like all the snow, there's like lots of snow here. It flies everywhere. It's pretty cold because it's the Alps in February.
Cool.
Like there's already some people coming in. You guys are kind of like you're very on time. He's the guest of honor, so he wanted to make sure he was once of the first year, so he could have a moment to talk to everybody. Like when you're like land, you guys get like to hear what the venue is and what the plan is. So basically, the idea is there's this cave in the walls. There's like also like an underground cave. So there's no Wi-Fi there, but it's like very they can easily protect it because it's the only way into this deep cave. They put up lights and stuff, and they put all the stuff in there. Like guys, maybe for the new guy, like Ferry, give me like a thing they're doing there. Is something that's specially built in for this? Like is there maybe like a bowling hall, or is it like is everybody gonna get masked? What's special about this party?
Gary, that's for later.
I have no idea. I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I didn't even hear what he's talking about. So what are we doing?
So yeah, the party's gonna be inside a cave. Like there's this big
Right.
giant cave with only one opening, but there's like this special thing for this party, and I want one of you guys to decide what this special thing is. Like I mentioned, maybe there's like a bowling like bowling for you. Well, the ability to bowl aside, or you have masks. Everybody gets a mask, or maybe there's something like special about this party. Like there's like one
Okay,
rule
yeah,
or-
fair enough. All right.
I mean, I went through every member and like okayed them, so I guess that's a specialty.
Doesn't count.
Have you guys seen that Simpsons spoof of A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
The party
seen-
at the very end, where what was it? The most erotic book reading party in existence.
No. Cancelled. No.
Okay.
Party as in like people getting together. I thought you meant our group of people.
So let's go with Gary's suggestion.
Either way, no.
They have like this big hall with costumes, which you guys can pick off. Like, it's not still an event, but you can pick like a costume in events. Like there's like lots and lots of costumes. Like highly, it's probably like more cosplay like stuff, like high end materials and stuff. Man, now I'm gonna have to decide. I decided a list of people to be there, but I didn't decide which costumes they were going to wear.
I just
My character has
realized
a great
am I
idea.
limited only to Reggie's?
To Reggie's what?
Like, am I stuck to his cell phone for this entire time in here?
Like, if you want to go inside, yes, but outside you have like the VTOL, there are drones, there's bodyguards.
Yeah, so
soldiers.
alright, so basically I'm going to be on Entropy's personnel. That's where I am currently located. I still have control of things outside, but once I lose connection to that, everything's zilch.
Yeah. So your only connection inside, I can like live with that. Like,
Yeah.
that's okay. Like, you have like a phone. Like, is this something you tell Entropy? Like, okay, Entropy, is there one device I can use to be connected?
I'm cellular phone. Whip.
So yeah, I'm going to be attached to your hip. But yeah, everything that I was doing previously is basically stopped because I can't control it. I'm just on him.
Sure.
Unless he has phone reception, then whatever, you know?
So yeah, everybody like picks a costume. Now I have to think like at least okay. Josh is so happy with this. He like the smoking is off. He's hanging there. He's like, this is the best thing that could happen. Like he's almost wearing a costume every day with his Marty outfit from Back to the Future. So. Oh man.
I just had a great idea for what my costume's gonna be.
Sure, tell me, Andrew, what's your costume?
Okay, hear me out, right? My costume is gonna be me, but made to look like a shitty cosplay.
Personally, I would have went for the masquerade. Actually, why don't you put a masquerade mask on your cosplay of yourself?
We're getting too deep now. I don't know if I appreciate this anymore.
We have to go all the way. We have to go to the third layer of the Inception dream.
My character will ordinarily he has his horns. Well, now I have like really fake plastic horns on instead.
So shitty cosplay of yourself. Sure.
My normal hair looks like it's been bleached white.
It's not even real hair. It's like there's bits of it that's clearly not been affected.
So Gary says the pup has to be dressed up like Dynamite, so now I have to look up Dynamite.
Oh my god, are you gonna look like a Muppet at the end of this?
Oh, is that Dynamite? Oh,
You've never seen Blue Falcon? I
I've
think
seen
the cartoon's called.
That's like 2 episodes. I know 2 episodes of it or something. I'm not. So it didn't. It was only
Dynamite, essentially the gadget dog.
Yeah.
Dynamite, dog wonder.
It was like Dexter's Laboratory over here. There was a few episodes, but not a real show. Then. Okay, so what is your costume gonna be, Gary?
Personally, I prefer Hong Kong Phooey, to be fair, but
Well, since I'm dressing the dog like Dynamite, I'm thinking go with Blue Falcon.
Sure. I kind of like that. Like, it's like almost already your costume, but then in blue. Okay, so now I have to think for the diplomat and his son.
The hologram of me is going to come out, and I'm going to dress up in a 1700s Victorian Nevadian just masquerade style and look like a
dress up as the fucking Pope. Let's be honest.
Yes, I'm the Pope, clearly.
No, he tried to be the Pope, but it's actually a KKK
I'm actually like disguised as a completely different person. I actually look like a decent human being, and I'm in like, you know, full out get up of masquerade party, with the exception of the Italian doctor mask, the plague mask. I have that.
So is the father is putting on like a Merlin costume? That's like a bit. No, it would be Gandalf. Like we've done Gandalf. Yeah, we're doing Gandalf again. Fuck it, it's Gandalf.
Yes, Gandalf returns.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, so his son, because I really want to do custom, so his son is wearing like the Frodo outfit.
No, clearly he should be Doomfist. Is it racist to say that he's Doomfist?
Doomfist?
Yes.
What's Doomfist again? I'm trying to remember.
Overwatch.
The new Overwatch character.
Oh, okay. I know like something named Doomfist. Oh, I remember where Doomfist is from. It was from like a cartoon, and then it was a cartoon inside a cartoon, which was named Doomfist. But never mind.
To be fair, that sounds awesome. Goddamn bloody Doomfist.
So yeah, no, they're as Gandalf and Frodo. Oh man, and don't forget Josh. Oh man, this is Josh's dream. Like so much costumes to choose from. God damn it. Like seeing your guys are heroes and stuff. Like he never gets to be like a hero. So I'm thinking he's choosing like a hero costume, but like fucking high end. He's just wearing a Fantastic Four costume, like not in specific, but just a Fantastic Four outfit.
Fair enough.
He's like, oh man, I really hate those movies. They get worse. Like, have you guys seen like the 10th one? It was the worst.
Last one I saw was the 19th. No, that's wrong. My character will literally be like, the 19th? No, they haven't come out with that one yet. Or did they? I've lost count.
Will they ever have a good Fantastic Four movie? Not in our game. Seeing the best, it's probably gonna suck. Okay, so yeah, you guys picked your costumes. You're entering this hall. So this is like real cave-like. They put up like, it's like soft lighting in here. So it's very like, it's not dark, but it's like some small light, more like, it's not candles, but it's more candle-like lightened. So everyone's in costume. We see like some like lots of costumes in here. Let me think. I'm just setting the scene a bit. What else? So yeah, there's like waiters and stuff waiting around. There's like tables. There's a lot of like stalactites and stalagmites. Like around here, because it still has the cave ambiance. There was something else. Like yeah, we do see some like of the magic protection on the walls. Like we see some drawings to keep the magic out, like from people from using magic. There's like lots of people. There's like a place to sit down, but there's also a place to dance. There's like a stage. What else? I think I'm forgetting something important. Let me check if I wrote something down here. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Like there's like lots of these ice statues, which are really like statue-like, and they're like protected, right? So they don't melt. There's like some mechanics on there that keeps them frozen, like in different colors. So we see like a red, what is it? A red ice lion and a like maybe some Greek soldiers. Like maybe there's some like what is like the Venice, like the one without the arms. Statue like in green, everything in ice. Yeah, you guys walk in, and like one guy walks up to your Entropy, like in a high-end Entropy suit. It's like, man, did we pick the same costume? Always happens to me.
My character actually looks at him and is like actually impressed. Like, wow. Wait, are you the real Entropy?
Wait, who's Entropy? Like I'm Stelio Cantos.
Yeah, right. Sorry, my brain was mentioning someone else. Wait, are you the real Stelio Cantos?
I wish, like, that guy, man. I see him on the news. So cool. He's done a lot since he's here. Man, he's just the greatest. And when I saw the costume, I just had to put it on.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
It's so weird.
Really,
they had like a good costume and a shitty one.
Yeah, I kind of don't. Maybe I might go change. My character's actually feeling self-conscious now. Like, maybe I should go change.
I mean, you're not possibly that bad. I mean, to some people, you just gotta go cheap, you know?
Like the other heroes who were mentioning and were coming, like Peacekeeper and White Stars, they're just wearing their superhero costumes. They're not in other costumes. Let me see. Entropy and Shadowhawk, make for me a perception roll.
Okay. Perception,
See, I don't help.
Yeah,
Because you're
you
not
can
really
roll
there.
perception and like Jib, but you won't recognize this guy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't have much perception.
I don't have the vastness of the internet to help me relay. Oh, this guy.
Glad that I rolled so well.
Wait, how did you roll? Oh wait, you get a -1?
I get a -1 because of stuff of my ability score.
So yeah, you rolled a 2. Okay. Not
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Gary, can you
My
roll
character
perception?
is distracted by the person who's dressed as me right now.
Okay,
Apparently.
so Gary rolled an 8, and he has this some effort bonuses go up. Yeah, Gary, you look at this White Stars person. He kind of looks familiar. You've definitely seen this guy before, but just you don't recognize him. Like he's wearing like what would his costume be? It's kind of like what's his name? Winter Soldier. Like, but then as like a blue suit, like not metal, like a suit with a star on there, white star, but like a mask, like a simple mask on there. His hair is like white, but it's probably like colored. Yeah, there's something familiar about this guy.
Wait, is that Shadowhawk? Are you the real Shadowhawk?
So yeah, the father goes around, starts to mingle. He maybe drops his son off like at a table with other children. Like he like pushes his son like to someone. He's like, "Go have some fun, son. You know, try to make some friends. You never know." Like it sounds like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm gonna talk with these kids who are like far beneath my intelligence, but you never know, correct?" Yeah, son, that's
Hey, am I near him to hear this?
That depends, is Entropy near him?
My character would probably be nearby just because he's supposed to got a job to do. But he
Okay,
looks
now you can roll
exceedingly-
perception, Whip.
Alright,
To see
if
you're
I'm
able to-
nearby, I have the hologram of me out, so I could technically do that.
My character is sort of like upset at the moment though because someone else had the same idea as him basically, but did it better. So now he's thinking of a new like suit he can wear or something. Like, oh, I need to be a new superhero. What kind of superhero possibly could I be?
Sad thing is, there's probably a female version of an Entropy as well who also looks better than you.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So yeah, Gary asked me, like, do you ask the pup to do this? Like, can you read this mind? Are you asking? Like the dog knows that you're thinking of it. He's like,
Yeah, I'm asking him.
so he's like, yeah, you think he's familiar, right? You want to check? Let me read his mind. Okay, there's a lot of minds in here. Gotta focus. Why is that guy thinking about porn? Oh no, not that one. Not that one. Wait, why is that one? It's like really, really mad and pissed at you guys. I don't know why. But this is the one I'm looking for. Oh, him. Okay. He's just talking to that other woman. Like the superhero. They're both super. I don't know. His thoughts are in a German accent. Old German. They're just talking. He's like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Shadowhawk, but maybe you go up to him and I can read more. But now he's just thinking about his normal conversation. His thoughts are. It's like he's bored here. But there was this other woman who's like, oh, well, let's focus on the one. Okay, no, he's just bored. He wants to have some food and he wants to drink a lot of alcohol, but he's forbidden. Maybe we just should go up to him.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to lead him up, or lead the dog up to him. I'm going to say, hey, did you hear about that succulent PIG concert?
So they turn around and like the one is like in a German accent, it's like, Shadowhawk, is it you? Long time no see, it's me. And like the dog goes, Shadowhawk, his name is Shinefrog, or you better know him as.
You get an hour of training before the sun comes up.
Got it.
Early risers out there.
By the way, that TV is fucking
Yeah, make yourself
so fucking loud.
Yeah, he says.
Oh, that hurt my ears.
His
Actually,
name is-
that's how loud it was.
His name is Shrine-Folk. He used to be in your team like a few months ago. Then he became a millionaire and went to the moon, and then he was joined in this team, and they made him like an American icon. It's like, yeah, why is this dog talking for me?
That's hilarious, by the way.
And the woman goes, hi, my name is Peacekeeper. Nice to meet you. She's like, oh, it's Shadowhawk, right? I heard. Okay, good to meet you. I've heard a lot about you when you're still in America. We wanted you to join Gaia Guardians till the event that happened. You know, it's a pretty shame. I hope.
Wait a minute. That was with the old identity. I hadn't even used the new one until way after I'd gone to Germany.
Yeah, they know. But like the guy who knew you like personally for a week, he recognized you, and the other like she's like in the Guy's Guardian. She got all the information that like she know that you guys were coming here, and she read all the notes. So she's aware that you changed. Like all the other people are not aware, but these two are aware that you changed identities. Basically. So the other guy's like, yeah, oh what? You want him in Guy's Guardians, man? Apparently they took me just for the guys for Jib and Ferry. This was a PC like from a player who left, who was like a German guy whose basic powers were flying, and he just got real old, so he was arrested in World War II for taking out another soldier, like another hero in combat, and he was arrested and he was like sentenced to life. But yeah, after 100 years, they were like, okay, this guy didn't age at all, so maybe we should give him a chance in the super parole. But then they got the information he was a millionaire, because after 100 years his money was on the bank. He got very rich, and basically they're like, okay, we can probably upgrade you to Gaia's Guardians.
Hey, Lamau.
Yeah, in response, I just sigh and say, yeah, that was kind of bullshit how I got railroaded.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no choice. The guy was about to blow up a ton of innocent civilians.
Oh man, I know, like, the case is coming up in a few months. I heard you were working on a device to see if he was like mind controlled or not, correct?
That's correct. I've actually passed it on to a benefactor.
It would be great to have. There's a lot of criminals we catch who claim, we've been mind controlled. I really hate this guy. I really want to, like, the girl's like, I really want to shoot those guys in the head. So like, she cocks her gun and like puts it away again.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I just smile, laugh a little bit, and say upper or lower.
Both. At the same time. Because I can. She grabs her second gun, cocks that one as well.
I like her. She'd kill me, but I like her.
I like your style. Please hurt me.
I like at this moment, like the puppy's like, yes, she really would. Like, she really thinks she can, and I believe her. So like, ha! The puppy learns fast. Like, thank you. What's the name of your puppy, Shadowhawk?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't have
I'd
one.
actually smile and look at him and say, hey, pup, do you have a name?
No, nobody ever gave me a name until now. Well, never, I mean. Like, I see there's a lot of names going through your head. I don't like any one of them. Neither for yours.
How about Shadow Pup?
No, thank you.
The dog from across the room, if the dog is paying attention, would hear from my thoughts just a loud, exceedingly loud laugh.
I don't want that name. Entropy finds it funny. He's trying to keep it low, but he's laughing in his mind. I don't know. Maybe we'll decide on the name. And she like the puppy like looks. Like, this is one of the boy puppies, but looks at White. So she's like, no, I don't want a German name either. I don't want to be named Bratwurst.
Well,
like,
across the
sorry.
room, you do hear me laughing now.
Maybe I should pick my own name when I get home. 'Cause, you know, I can. Not like my mother and father and brothers and sisters. Like, I'm gonna read. Oh man, do I have to read some other minds, Shadowhawk?
It's just a blank on me.
Yeah, he can't read your mind.
Yeah, I'd reach down and scratch his ear and be like, that's up to you at this point. Well, nothing beyond let me know if somebody's having some thoughts of trying to murder someone.
Of course. And he walks off. Then we go back to Fairy. It's been a while. Fairy.
Yep.
The last thing, like, you've seen everything that happened to you, but basically they froze your ass as a statue.
Yep.
You've been brought into this. You've seen, like, there was like clouds, but you didn't see the sun when they brought you in from the truck into this cave. They've put you here like hours ago, and you're just not able to move. You can see and hear everything, but you're not able to move or talk. So you see them like setting up everything. There's like people coming in like weird costumes, but you don't know that they're weird or costumes. You're like walking beings. You see them eating and drinking, like all the foods you never seen before. And after like
If the puppet is reading my mind, it's like, come on, I want some just a bit, just
like,
come on, just give me the whole buffet, half the buffet. I can't eat meat.
like
I
after an
can't eat meat,
hour
just-
after the party started, like this dog in a green costume walks up to you and starts talking to you. Like, do you want some? Wait, you have thoughts? He's like looking at you. Like you can kind of talk to him because he reads your mind, but nobody else will hear.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Why won't I have thoughts? You have thoughts? Do you? Am I going insane?
Yeah, they have lots of sauces. Onion. He's like naming like all kinds of sauces. Like, should I get some and put it on you? Why do you have thoughts, by the way? You're a man made of ice. Oh, you're an ice hero? Wait, you're a slime? They froze you? That's so bad. Oh, you're here on a mission as well? And he just keeps like rambling stuff before you like aim. Like he's thinking of your thoughts. Like, is there anything I can do to help?
Real quick question. Did the band start playing yet? I hope they didn't.
Wait, why?
What have you done?
I'm gonna manifest a giant boombox above me, and I'm just gonna play this song.
Oh god, what have you done now, Jib?
Let me quickly put it in my another Internet Explorer. 'Cause
When the lights go down.
let me
Perfect.
see this
Right.
one I can use.
When the lights go down in the city.
I don't know this song.
Oh, I love this song.
I know Journey, but this song.
Oh,
It
I
looks
love
like,
this
oh
song.
man, I know
Oh
this
fuck.
Okay, so this number starts playing. Sure. So the dog asks to you is like, is there anything I can do to help with your mission?
It just goes, yeah, shut that person up.
Why, Jib?
Can I have that and that and that and that and that?
It's like, okay,
I
this is
think
what I will do.
Magus is
I will
on,
get some
you don't have
food
TV.
and hide it under the table. And when you get out, you can just grab it as fast as you can.
Thank you. What's your name? I'm T14, 17. I'm T something.
Well, people keep calling me Puppy for now, but I still have to pick my name. I wanted to do that when I get back home. And like, there's
I'll
like
call you
some
George.
like people around seeing like a dog in a costume like talking to a statue of ice. Like these guys like, nothing weird to see here. I'm just talking to Arceus. Guys, haven't you seen this before? Leave me alone. Leave us alone. Give us a moment.
Man,
These humans are so
advancements in
weird.
technology.
Oh, I see that you like TV. Maybe I can put a TV next to you that you have something to watch. And he goes off to put some food under her table and put some kind of like entertainment, like even maybe put like a music box like straight next to you so you can hear the music. And he starts walking off again. He's like, sorry, I have on a mission myself. I have to read people's minds to see if they're up to no good. Oh wait, are you up to no good?
Excuse me, giant talking ice sculpture. Are you up to no good? Are you starting trouble in this neighborhood? Because we got one little fight. My mom got scared. You said you're moving with your aunt and your uncle to Bel Air.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm good. I haven't eaten anyone in like what's that thing? A bit longer than a day, but shorter than a month. I haven't eaten anyone in like half a week.
He's like, me neither. Bye.
Bye.
Wait. Just wait.
Well, if you never eaten anyone, you haven't eaten someone in half. I haven't eaten a person in like half a week. Didn't say it before that I eat it.
It's just like everyone stops when they hear this and just look at the dog like, wait.
Yeah, everyone's like, no, they're ignoring him for now. Okay, so, like Entropy, what you were doing, you were changed into another costume, into Aquaman.
Yeah,
Aquaman
I just fucking
with
like I'm going
horns,
on.
then.
I've got to ask, classic Aquaman or the one that's about to come out and actually looks hot?
To be 100% honest, my character probably would go for the new Aquaman.
You'd
Because
probably
that's
go with
the one my character is most likely seen.
No, you would probably go with Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Just kidding.
I mean,
to be fair, if you went Mermaid Man, I would go Barnacle Boy.
Then I'm going Mermaid Man, I guess.
And I'm Barnacle Boy.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to change your costumes here in my notes.
You do know you're gonna have to start running around screaming, "Evil!
Evil! Evil!
Yeah, if a fight goes down, doggy paddle away.
Please say, and like, in if a fight happens, please go like, have you tried to use Wombo?
Please? I thought you meant pleased.
You end up in the back room where
And,
someone's
like, your
cleaning
costume
with dirty
it
water.
has,
And
like-
it's just,
Like him, it's not like his costume alone. Like it's like a pillow beneath the shirt to make you like look less rounder. Like the round shape he has. Sure.
shit, I'm so disappointed that my character can't move. Because I could be the dirty bubble.
And this is how the SpongeBob was created.
Top level, bro. Top level.
No. Next season of SpongeBob, they're gonna do us. I hope. I wish.
Top level, man. Top level.
Okay, I'm gonna put down the song now because it was long enough. I forgot it was on. So yeah, there's a band playing. Like Entropy, you're dressed as a new character. Like you see the puppy like walking around. You see Shadowhawk talking to like two of the other heroes. Like you overheard their conversation, so you also know it's your old friend, Shrident Folk. Like, let me see if there's someone else you recognize, because I think there is. Yeah, there actually is, because you don't know the second BIG, but the one you do recognize is Emerson Kearney. There was the guy who was kind of a bit shady with the original Slime project, who was known to be like they expect him to be an evil hacker, but they never have proved anything against him. That was like the business guy you guys didn't trust. But you gave the slime back to him for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that. My character will look at him suspiciously for a few minutes and be like, Then my character will remember what we were actually supposed to be doing and look for the diplomat.
So yeah, you're looking for this guy dressed as Gandalf, like African American Gandalf, like.
I mean, to be fair, that probably looks pretty cool.
Gray version, not white, because the white one, gray's better. Gray Gandalf was much better.
Man, it would have been better if he'd have gone Dumbledore with him.
Dumbledore died. Gandalf's
I
still
have
alive.
I have to ask, Mr. Entropy, do you make the invisible boatmobile in the party?
No,
do we
no.
drive to them?
He just floats.
No.
Like, it doesn't hit anybody, but he does do that.
Yeah, I do make the thing like I'm floating in an invisible boatmobile. I'm not gonna actually make the invisible boatmobile though. That would take too much effort, and my character's lazy.
So the diplomat says she's like, hey, Entropy, you changed costumes.
Yeah, it turns out someone was dressed as me,
Nice.
so I felt embarrassed.
Oh yeah, I see.
They
you
were
versus
much
Merman.
better at it, I might add. They put a lot more time and money into it than we did. We put no money in it.
Yes. Well, you're looking great. Everything's going fine so far. It's like, he's kind of like whispering, like, no, I don't. Some of these guys are like real assholes, and I'm just here for business opportunities. The mayor, the guy over there, and he points like at Emerson Gurney.
Well, that's exceedingly boring. Why even come out here? This is just a glorified business meeting.
And I must say, there's some other magic use here. I do trust. I read out in some of them I met. He points some of the guys out. Like, I met them. The mayor, don't like him at all. So how are you doing? Like mingling? Like Josh is having a good time, and Josh is like probably like at some craps table. You see him like rolling some dice, and like he's winning. Like people's cheering around him.
How is Josh both cool and not cool at the same time? It really does confuse me. What about you, Whip? Do you think it's confusing?
I just stare blankly at you. I wobble the nose of Barnacle Man back and forth.
I'll take that
Making
as
a no. Yeah.
I'll take that as a maybe.
The diplomat like us, like, I really like Josh. That like one of the richest persons in the world can be so humble and nice and take a normal job. Like, well, not normal, but take a job even though he's like so rich.
Wait, Josh is rich?
Yeah. Didn't you guys know that? He says. He's loaded.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever known that.
He's like a smart guy. He's a lot of patents, like mostly like programming, but some like robotics and stuff. But yeah, that's like he always tells. It's like a hobby for him. He doesn't want to stand in the spotlight. He does lots of good things with his money. He's also like invested in like the same company I'm currently promoting. Like what's his name? Green Innovations or something I called it. I think. Too many names to keep track of.
Well,
yeah, Green Evolutions. That was it.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. Well, he's losing some money, like working with you guys. I heard you destroyed like his DeLorean and stuff, and he had to rebuild it. Man,
I would like to state that was not me.
Some people like ordered some like those puppies you had, those dogs with powers. I think Whip, you ordered them from his account, right? You're good that he's loaded, or else it would have been lots of money.
I give a thumbs up.
I mean, all I have is $20. And Whip keeps stealing the $20. Stop stealing that $20.
I try to take it, but my hand just goes through it, and I look depressed.
It just popped into my head that like Entropy is looking like a human version of Mermaid Man, which you're probably looking like the animated version, like the drawing version.
Yeah, I'm completely 2D and everything.
God damn it, man.
It's like, it's good where like everybody's putting in some money with the gambling. There's some games, like there's stuff you can like bid on. And he's like happy that I'm really glad I don't have to give a speech today. I kind of like the costume idea. Like sometimes it's like, ooh, highly educated things. But today we can just hang loose. But I still need to talk to some pricks. Like, oh, there's another one coming right now. Like, there's this woman like walking towards him. She's like very tall for a woman. Think what's the woman from Harry Potter 4, like the half giant. She's like not that big, but as in the movie, but like smaller, big for a woman, but that kind of look, big nose, like very
Big for a
thin,
human in general, to be fair.
very thin. She says, "Hello, good to meet you. Finally, I've come to this event especially to meet you." She's like, "My name is Nadine Tabaris. I heard you were protected by the Super Parole, and I heard lots about goods about the company, and I really want to invest in them, but I haven't found my way in yet. So that's why I'm here." Like, oh, there's two of his members right here. What was it? She talks.
Raise my hand.
What do you do, Jib?
I raise my hand.
She goes like, it's what's your name? I have to check for myself because I keep forgetting the fake name you got. Oh yeah, it's Stelio Cantos, and she's like, Barnacle Boy? Like she's
Yeah. So the costume of mine.
It's a work
would,
in progress.
The costume of mine would digitize into the avatar of W.I.P and give a nod. I'm working on a sign, so it would be a lot more open for people such as yourself to enter without having to deal with riffraff of sorts, as I would like slowly digitize back into the costume.
It was like the funniest thing that happened was Reggie saying he's a work in progress. Sorry that broke me for a moment.
Couldn't help it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't hear it, otherwise it would have burst.
So yeah, she's like, could be like, have a private conversation, like business and all. And it's like, yeah, of course. Let me think what her costume is, because she's wearing like a Slytherin robe.
Wow, this really would have been awkward if he'd been Dumbledore.
So yeah, what you guys gonna do? He's walking off with this woman. Are you staying close? She wanted some privacy, but you can like hang around this area, or are you just gonna go mingle? Like, it's not a giant room. If something happens, you're always close by.
Okay. Should I be responsible and stick near him, or just do my own thing? What do you think, Webb? Oh, I'm sorry. Barnacle Boy.
I give a nod. Well, frankly, we could be doing our job, or we could just go make jokes at people.
You're not making it easy for me to decide. My character will just stand there looking back and forth between them for a second and be like, maybe a few jokes. So we go off and just start having fun with a few of the guys.
Yeah, you're just
still semi close to him, but not like right next to him like we probably should be.
What I expect Entropy to do is to talk to people as if they are really the character from their costume.
Have you seen any evil?
like there's maybe someone dressed as Harry Potter, like, you are a wizard, Harry.
What?
And then drive off again, like, to the next one. Okay, so a whip, make a technology check for stuff, if there's something happening outside or not. Just to see if there's anything. Make a Barnacle Boy check.
Barnacle Boy check.
Oh man, I failed my Barnacle Boy check. This is terrible.
I was gonna actually type in Barnacle Boy, but I can't press the letter A.
Wait,
His keyboard's messed up.
You can't press the letter.
His keyboard's messed up.
Okay, so you roll a 2. But you have a 20 in total. which it's not like, oh, you run until you ruined everything, because yeah, that's what you points
Yeah.
in, so it does bring you out to a decent amount. So what you're seeing outside, like, you know, you have the list of people coming, and that's like confirmed. There's nobody who, no, you check like pictures to their faces, and everybody seems to be confirmed. No suspicious people showing up. There's like lots of toys for you to play outside, because like other vehicles, like this most expensive like automated cars, maybe like some like ridiculous stuff. Maybe like one comes in on a jetpack, which is controllable. You know, there's like lots of toys for you to play with outside. There's drones and all, but you know, nothing like out of the ordinary what you would expect. Like nothing like, oh man, this one's a criminal, or this is a mass murderer who's wanted.
Wow,
Let me
can't
check
believe they
if
invited
they're-
him. He's on the list and everything.
Oh, okay, you check the cars, and one of the cars can it's like a small like transformer. It can transform like for fun into like a simple like human shape-ish bot. Not with like it can't walk or anything. It just goes like, it can move a bit, maybe like dance the robot or anything. Somebody paid for that shit.
Great.
It's
All right,
probably a
good.
good friend of Josh, now that I'm thinking of it.
Let's be fair, probably.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but nothing out of the ordinary. Let's go back, Gary. Gary, what's Shadowhawk doing? So you keep talking to the heroes. Is he looking around? What?
When the lights
Yeah, I'm going to be continuing to talk with the heroes while occasionally looking over to make sure everything's all right with the with the diplomat, or I mean with oh god, I forget his name at the moment.
Yeah, that's okay. Just said the diplomat. That's what I keep saying because it's easier.
Yeah,
Let me quickly check here.
Delhart Adua.
Is there like a charisma roll in this game? Oh, presence, is it right?
Yeah.
yep.
Present, pretty much.
Yeah, roll a presence just to see what's going on. Like
See
how
what
it's
kind
going.
of present you give to them. Is it a fist or is it an actual present with a fist?
Okay, 1 second.
It's clearly a Jack in the Box with a boxing glove in it.
Yeah, it's like punch.
So yeah, they're talking to you. You're talking maybe like missions you guys went on. They're like kind of impressed what you've done with the team. Like Entropy is not up to no good. Like maybe what's his name? Like he heard what happened to the German guy. Heard what happened to Glitch, and he's like, yeah, he was like a bit of a brat. You know, he had potential. He even uses technology like in lots of the stuff of the Gaia's Guardians. Like lots of this equipment used like stuff he made. You know, he had lots of potential. It's a shame that he had to go on that mission.
Great, now I have that
Yeah.
Torbjorn march in my head. Thanks.
Yeah, but it's because you keep sitting there singing songs.
Yeah.
Don't sing
No,
songs,
the
you idiot.
Torbjorn march is
As I-
dun 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 dun.
Exactly, so stop singing it.
Punch dun 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 dun.
Yeah, just stop singing songs, then that'll help you.
That would also.
Yeah.
Where's the mood whip button?
The mute whip. I'm sorry, it doesn't exist.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, I would be smiling at it. I'd be like, yeah, it's a real shame. And it's also a shame what had happened while I was away dealing with one of my arch enemies when that new guy, Magus, decided to turn against the diplomat.
They like look at each other. Magus. We haven't heard of Magus yet.
Yeah, he basically got brought in at the start of everything, with this guy, and then he kind of used it as a chance to try to assassinate him. So apparently he had to be sent someplace, another dimension far, far away.
So like the women is like shocked, like, oh man, I wish I could put a bullet inside that fucker. And like the German guys like, ha! And they call me a Nazi. So
I'd smile
Wow.
at her and say, yeah, with me I'd have rather have just crammed some C4 up his ass and set it off, but
Did
yeah.
you get in trouble for that last time? Oh wait, no, you shot a guy. Never mind.
and like the woman goes is like, hey White Stars, isn't that all one of your other adults? Maybe we should talk to him. Like she points at Entropy, like flying, driving around. It's like I have to have a little talk with our friend over here, if you don't mind. It's like, well, sure, I don't mind. I would be, well, not happy to say hi to Entropy, but he's okay. And he walks over to Entropy. So the woman talks with you like a little bit, like get you close. It's like, you know, I heard you're getting a team together. If you know some of the guys go too far, like what would Magus happen? You're trying to get some heroes together.
Yeah, basically, just in case Super Parole ever goes rogue, we'd have a way to shut them down.
Just so you know, I'm in. Me and my guns.
I pulled my phone out and typed in.
Yeah,
Are we nearby? Please tell me I can hear this.
Nope.
Oh, my character definitely can hear
Nope,
this.
you guys can't hear it. She made sure of it.
Damn.
Does the pup hear this?
Then
Yeah,
again,
I'd
I'm
be-
pretty sure. Then again, I'm pretty sure Gary's character has straight up said this to my face at one point or another. So,
Hostile environment, night game, national team.
Probably said he was
Well-
making plans. I didn't make sure if he said he was making a team.
That was the first time that I saw
No,
him.
the
nah,
puppy
it
doesn't
just
know
said
this.
plans.
Yep.
plans to kill us. You know, nothing weird.
Well, I didn't say to kill you guys. I said to make sure that that Super Parole gets neutralized if it ever goes rogue.
Neutralized means kill. We can see through your trying to use different
it
words.
means neuter. I mean, it's written on the document that I don't have in my hand. I don't know why it says neuter.
So you guys didn't hear this, and she comes up. Like, I maybe know some people who will join.
That was Mark. What was
You
it?
know, like we can't get like the big heroes from Guardians in, because you know they're on main duty. Like if you guys like do something, I don't mind being on this second group.
I'd smile and say, well, it's always good to have backup, especially backup as lovely as you.
She's like,
Hitting on everything you
Wow,
see.
good job, buddy. How many girlfriends do you have so far? 7?
No, just
100?
one.
she's like,
700.
Hey, he's trying the Bruce Wayne thing, okay? He has to hit on every single thing with the
Yeah,
like,
too
"Ah,
bad
you're
it's nowhere
quite the
near as
charmer."
cool as Persuasion.
she's like, you're quite the charmer. I really hate charmers. That's where my bullets go, in charmers. Please don't say something like that again.
Good for you, girl.
I get enough of that shit from White Stuff.
Kick his
He's like,
ass.
he's like
Now,
120-year-old Nazi, so he's like, you have some bigger chance than him, but still no chance.
There, and I was like, wow.
Wow.
You knew it too. We all knew it. The whole team knew it. I mean, look at the emotions from Urban.
I'd shrug and say I was thinking about it more from the tactical advantage.
Liar.
She's like, sure, we're just two of the heroes talking together. Like, more tactical advantage I don't think we need. I'm gonna walk that way. We'll communicate by mail, I hope. Please don't call. We'll talk by mail for now. Bye. She walks up.
Excuse me, do you have the keys for the razor case? No.
Yeah,
Mute
at
yourself
that
again.
point, I'd just kind of walk over towards Entropy and them and be like,
So
Damn,
wait
what a
a
psycho.
second. Before you get there, like White Stars has walked up to him. And he's like, Entropy, how have you been doing, my friend? You have a sidekick? Like, I'm a millionaire in Guardians, and I am a sidekick. Wow, you also grow a lot fast. Like, she's German. I just got
I feel my soul escape my body even though I don't have one.
You're
when he
dressed
says
as a side.
sidekick.
You're dressed as a sidekick.
Gary, could you do me a favor?
A couple of things remain the same.
Mute the TV.
Yeah, because his roommate's watching fucking TV.
Yeah, but
It's not even him.
Yeah, and for some reason I've had it set on mute according to Skype, but apparently it's not muting for you guys. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's muting most of the time. This time it's just...
It's been this way for a while, man.
Yeah, because he was talking before. So okay, now it's gone. So
Thank God. Couldn't even hear myself think, or what anyone else was saying, actually.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was. I just said if I had a soul, it would die the moment he said sidekick.
I like to think of him as more of a partner than a sidekick, to be fair.
Sorry.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure he outranks me.
That's pretty possible. If I checked the documents, you're probably one of the lowest rankings. By choice. For some reason, you chose to be below, like, the lowest thing you can be. I don't know why.
I'd be high ranking whenever I can be high ranking in life.
Like, the only reason I could think of was that you can choose your own, like name. Because it was, like... I don't know, what's, like, the lowest rank in a soldier? It's, like,
Private, probably.
private. Like, yeah, it's low private, but you couldn't give... What did you name it again? It was, like,
Cadet?
Oh, he said you can give it your own. That's why you chose to be below that, because you could choose your own title.
Oh, you know, Schmeglamorph.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't remember. Such a hard name.
I thought it was a nice name.
It's a nice name, but it's hard to remember. I'm gonna find Schmeglamorph, please.
Look, I don't know, man. I was just randomly like, what would my character name it? Something stupid. Either case. My character was like, so, how you been?
You know, been great. I was a millionaire, probably. Went to the moon. Got hired by Gaia's Guardians. Well, I had to, like, dress myself different so I wasn't be this Nazi, this famous Nazi everybody knows. So
I raised my hand a little bit.
Yes. Sorry, what's his name? What's your name?
He's a work in progress. No, literally, his name is W.I.P.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, W.I.P. Did you want to say something?
Gaia means Earth. You went to the moon. That's the complete opposite of Earth. How did you get hired as Earth's guardian on the moon?
Well, there
seems a bit of step back.
Don't you know? There's this new hotel just opened like 3 months ago on the moon. It's super. Only for the rich people. I was rich. I thought they go there.
Yeah, but you don't understand the sort of contradictory nature that you've just said. Gaia's guardians, Earth's guardians, moon.
Yes, but I just
Earth Guardian.
I met one of the
W.I.P
Guardians.
just does that as W.I.P's doing that as he's having a minor like mental breakdown.
Don't worry.
No.
We
see Barnacle Boy having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Man, we have to pay a lot for those
rights. I'm pretty sure
rights.
that he's got a few screws loose.
If you ever have to animate this is gonna be like so much to pay SpongeBob to get the rights to Barnacle Boy. And Scooby-Doo, we just have to buy every cartoon up to use their.
Right.
Just kidding. Okay, so yeah, you're having this conversation. The puppy has brought some food. You've seen him as an ice cube. You've seen him like put some like food under his spot and like winks at you. He puts some music system next to you, and he's like, "Man, he starts talking. Man, these people have some strange and weird thoughts. Some sexual, some. Well, nobody's trying to kill anyone at the moment, but well, some have some evil thoughts and." Well, there's you. Just how you doing in there?
This is boring. I want to. Why won't they let me out? Can you let me out?
I don't know how this works. And he's like, nobody seems to know you're here. Is there someone with you?
I don't know. I was told to look like this. They froze me in. Apparently I'm supposed to wait for someone to tell me what to do. Am I supposed to wait for you?
Not that I know of. It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wait, are you my pet? Did they buy a pet for me?
A pet of a pet of a pet of a pet of another just contradiction that's breaking W.I.P.
Look, Web, calm down. You need to I don't know, play a game of Pong or something to get your brain off of it.
He summoned a chalkboard and is drawing on it with a piece of chalk that makes no noise.
It doesn't make sense.
Nothing's adding up anymore!
It's literally somehow this is what breaks his mind. The idea of Giles Guardian on a moon. Right.
Yeah.
We're losing him.
I don't know. I guess I could be your... I don't know.
Okay, I have to ask Entropy. I'll be right back. And he, like, the dog runs off towards Entropy.
Wait, does it run on 2 legs or 4 legs? Because it'd be weird if it was on 2 legs.
It's on 4.
Okay.
So he runs towards you guys. Like at this point, you were talking with the 4 of you. So Shadowhook is also with you, and he's like, Entropy. Like, is that Ice Cube over there my pet? And oh yeah, somebody's planning to kill you, but she's planning in advance, so it's gonna take like 4 or 5 months. He's scheming and stuff, so don't worry about it now. And someone, wait, and he's like watching over there. Someone is planning to break the magic symbols and letting evil in. We have to stop. And there's like this explosion. Like all these magic portals start opening up.
God damn it! Literally just as she was warning us. Ah!
And that's where we're gonna stop this time for now. And that's where we're gonna start next session.
Everyone, meanwhile, the camera goes back on the W.I.P. So if the Gaia's Guardian's gone to the moon, does the moon consider as Gaia? No, that wouldn't make any sense. The moon's the moon. It's fantasy. So therefore, if the Gaia's Guardian's on the moon, it is no longer Gaia's Guardians, it is Moon's Guardians, but he still remains the title of Gaia's Guardians. Therefore, he's the Guardian. He must have just been transplanted. No, that doesn't make any sense either. Just flips the thing.
Okay, this is what I W.I.P. That's what I expected for W.I.P. That's like we do the after credit scenes, and it's like 4 minutes of Barnacle Boy rambling to a camera about this.
It just doesn't make sense. I don't know what's happening. It just doesn't make sense.
I think that's like an after credit
on.
scene for this time. It's like 4 minutes of you.
Just starts grabbing the camera and shaking it. You explain it to me.
So that's for Fairy.
This doesn't make any sense.
What we mostly do for every like session, everybody gets their own like after credit scene. So it's gonna be something in the past or something that happened, like in something we haven't seen. So you can do like somebody tried this evil schemes in the after credit scene, so nobody know it was happening. There's like sneaky stuff you can do, but there's also like memories and stuff like you can do, and I also do some after credit scenes. So for W.I.P, it's Barnacle Boy discussing everything that's happened, like being confused. Like maybe he goes back to the like being evil stuff as well. Like he's just summarizing all the confusions in this session right to like it's like the real life shows camera, you know, it's like pointed at you. Barnacle.
Right. So W.I.P is losing his mind, apparently, in the end credit scene. Good to know.
Entropy, do you want to have an after credit scene? Is there anything you can think of?
Sure, actually, yeah. My character, the night before, you know, like whenever we were staying up,
yeah.
My character after, like, before the morning, my character would have, like, you know, a little bit, like, a couple of hours maybe before the morning, would have gone over to his room and just gone in his room. And we would probably see him, like, sitting down on his bed. He has, like, once more, obviously, his elephant is there.
This is the first time we see his elephant in the room, by the way. Like, we never saw him before inside the bunker. Because I made
he's right now he's playing chess with Jerry the spider. My character will, like, you know, pull out his little communicating thing he has, and actually call up his brother and say, hey, whenever you get this message, we need to talk. I think something might be happening that's not normal.
Coming from you, okay.
And then my character will just, like, put it up, and, like, there'll just be a moment of just stillness as, like, you see Jerry the spider and the fucking the elephant playing chess. And then my character just sighing on their bed, just like right. And that's the end of my scene.
So Gary, do you have an idea of what your after credit scene can be? Because I have a small idea for you, if you don't.
Actually, yeah, I do. It would be cutting back to when all this shit with Magus was going on.
Yes.
Imagine basically a juggalo-looking supervillain.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And him and the Shadowhawks just fighting, fist fighting, beating the hell out of one another in the streets.
Is it like a low criminal?
Because two bums are fighting in the middle of the street, obviously. So
is it like a low level villain, or is this like?
Yeah, it would be about equivalent to his levels as far as actual abilities, powers, whatever.
So no abilities.
Basically, his superpower is horrible rap.
Why?
Like, make people's ears bleed rap.
I once more ask, why did you think this is a good idea for your supervillain? Like, this is your arch nemesis, and you thought this was a good idea. God damn it, man.
To be fair, I feel like that would be W.I.P's bad guy. That would be the antagonist of W.I.P. It's just an AI program that knows how to kill people through bad raps.
I hate you.
Okay. Is there anything else? Like, we see you fighting, you probably catch him.
Yeah, I mean, we're like literally pounding the shit out of one another at like normal human levels. The whole time he's talking shit about the new costume, I'd be talking about how ICP has sucked and will always suck.
Whoa. Shots fired. I honestly.
Okay. I'll make a
And
note.
then as I knock him out, I would be making a comment about putting a good kid in his mama.
Damn!
Wow. You're such a hero for talking about fucking people's moms, huh?
Tony Stark
Such an honorable, respectable person.
Tony Stark
Such a good role model for kids these days.
Okay, that was a good one, Gary. Now mute yourself. I'm sorry I have to command you that. Mute yourself. Thank you, man. Ferry, do you want to do like after credit scene, like maybe something happened in your slime's past, or?
Yeah. So basically, this is how they found out he unfortunately likes to eat dead people.
Oh,
So, with his morphine stuff, and actually he can look at something and change to it, but it's a bit hard to figure out how to talk when you don't have lungs, a voice box, and all that. So they got the idea of, hang on, let's give him a cadaver. He can sort of just slide all his Zuza and try and copy it that way. They start off with some small stuff, dogs, whatever, and then they had a person, and well, he learned, but they were a bit disturbed with how fast. There's just a scene of this cadaver, all the doctors watching him. It's whatever. He's flying in, and then just almost instantly, he just encompasses the entire thing, and it just starts dissolving within seconds.
They just wanted to make sure if he eats humans or not. Is that what happened?
Hey, it's meat. As far as he is aware, it is meat.
Yeah.
When it's dead.
Okay.
That's why at the beginning they told him, no, you know what? You should be a vegetarian.
He shouldn't eat meat. He can eat anything else, just not meat.
And then people are, let's face it, there's probably one doctor throwing up or stuff. Everyone's a bit disturbed and horrified. There's Anzan, he's just sitting there looking at everyone and goes, that was nice. Can I have more? Oh, wait, can't have them unless they're
And it looks like disturbing at you, like, oh, they watch the whole thing, right? Like,
Yeah, you're like, for God's sakes, like, there's even like you're slightly tinted, like a slight red, and they're just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, and it goes on.
this is like the first time. It's
wait,
like,
I can't eat them unless they're dead because they're not meat unless they're dead.
this
Can
is
I
like the
kill
first time they tell you, like, we're gonna learn you a new word. It's called vegetarian.
Vegetarian. It's a great word. It's a really nice word.
So yeah,
Great.
I have a small after credit scene. We hear a woman talking about trying to get. She's like, I'm gonna get revenge on those guys soon. I'm gonna meet them soon. Just see how they are. They're all to blame for what happened. Okay. I need to get back to my plans. And we see like a picture. We see this. We don't see the woman. We just see a hand holding a picture, and we recognize the person on the picture. Like you guys haven't seen, the characters haven't seen this guy because the characters did seem were PCs who are gone. The guy who was on the picture, I'm looking for his name. Let me see, when did they kill him? Oh yeah, his name was just Mr. Tiberus. He was killed
Today.
No, he was killed by Rosa, like with a sword. It was like the smart midget guy who had sex with her, who I said was like the guy who looked like the guy from Game of Thrones. Yeah.
I remember him now. God damn you, Rosa.
So there's a woman who's out for revenge for killing him. But the players don't, the characters don't know.
We're boned. Of course, we don't know we're boned, but we're totally boned.
Yeah, and there already has been a hint to this person, but I don't think you guys picked up on.
Don't think we did either.
No.
Fair enough.
Like somebody
Well, that was
maybe
fun.
watches, like the 15 guys who are watching my videos for like for 6 minutes are also probably not aware that this is happening.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna start end the session here, guys. I'm gonna give you PowerPoints. Next session we're gonna have a fight, and for fights it's less roleplay, so I mostly give less PowerPoints because I like the role playing. That's why I give PowerPoints. So let's say it was like great role playing this case for like everyone, like 3 points for everyone. So yeah, if you get 15 PowerPoints, like up from the 135, you just go up that power level. I don't know does anybody like. I think Reggie's probably the highest with power level because he's been the longest in the game.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, you were thinking of switching to another character, if I remember.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, so we're gonna have this fight. Like next time we're gonna have the fight. It's probably the end of this arc, and then we're going to do a time swipe for like 6 months.
Once this arc ends, unfortunately, Entropy is probably gonna be going for a bit.
Yeah, we're still gonna see him, but he's not gonna be in the base. It's like that's the thing. Like Jip can still hang around with him because Whip's everywhere. It's like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with Entropy while doing other stuff. But yeah, I have some ideas for Entropies too. So.
Right. We can talk about it later, boys.
Yep.